We got action. So, I'm going to tell you something. Something. There, now you know something. I'm going to tell you everything. Everything. Now you know something and you know everything. How do you get your horse to come to you? You say, come here. Just like that. You say, come here. And they come to you. So, let's see. What do we want to talk about? So, something I want to do, that I'm going to do, is I want to put together a thing of all the stuff people say with horses. Not anything like, relevant stuff too, and stuff that's not relevant. Because everybody says the same thing. So I was going to do a short little clip on what everybody says. Because everybody says the same thing. And I mean, I'm not saying anything good or bad about it. I'm just saying. I've noticed that everybody says the same thing. I already got her laying down. Man, I'm good. Holy crap. Can you get good? So, one of my favorite things that they say that has nothing to do with nothing. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm laughing because I got to get a brush because she rolled. I didn't expect her to roll, but she did. So, let's try to think about some of the things everybody says. I need to get it wrote down because everybody says the same thing. Release the pressure is how they learn. That's a thing. Not good or bad. It just, everybody says it. You got 3 seconds to fix the problem. Now that, I have no idea. Come here. Pressure. Come on, chick. Get over here. We're getting you in the camera. Come on. Put pressure on your horse for him to learn. Get over here. Release the pressure. You got to have him a stick and string. Seen a guy that said he wouldn't. He's like, I don't use them. That's fine. He uses something just like it. But if I got that in my hand, I got my horse pretty much. It's like she knows that tool means stuff. Like I always have it in my hand when I'm doing something with her, so I think she just kind of has learned that that's something we're doing. So the one thing that everybody says is that we're predators and they're a prey animal. And, when somebody says something, I try to think, how does that relate to training a horse? And I'll tell you how it relates to training a horse. It don't. It means nothing. Absolutely 100% of nothing when it comes to training a horse. This being a prey animal and me being a predator has 100% of nothing to do with training a horse. And I'm going to explain to you why, and you're going to be like, yeah, that's fact. So, I hear people, I don't know, I don't know if they just say that because somebody else said it or if they really think it has something to do with something. Because I'll tell you this, horses, this is the thing that's going to really make things simple for you. They learn exactly like us. They learn exactly like a dog. They learn the same way a mountain lion learns, a bear learns, anything with a brain. Okay, let's just go with that. Anything with a brain that you're trying to teach something, they all learn the same. Through repetition, always working with the animal. And then clear communication you know, the timing of the timing. And clear, you know, basically the only thing we have with horses is body language because we don't speak horse. So we got to do body language. And this is body language. And so I'm a predator. I'm coming to get the horse. No, not coming to get the horse. Hey, see that? It's a perfect example of me being a predator. That corner, that I've been wanting her to go over there because, and I'm not saying not to, see when I'm talking to you about stuff people do or say, I'm not saying that some of it don't have something to do with something and not to do it. I'm just saying that everybody says the same thing because, you know, for the most part, it kind of works if you don't really understand the brain. And her going over to that corner, she, you know, people say go over there and work them and then take them over here and rest them. What I do is I teach them just like I teach anything. She's going to get in trouble. That's it. She's in trouble. That's all there is. It's that simple. Chick, get over here. You're in trouble. You get over here. See how easy that is? Because we have a relationship, and she knows that, hey, get over here. Come on. Same way I get her to come in out of the field. I just yell at her. I'm not, what are you doing? Come on, we're doing a YouTube video. See her ears go back a little bit right there? Horses sometimes will really pin them back to their head all the way. She tries to do it like subtle, like I'm not noticing it. Quit. Hey. Yeah, see her lift her butt up, but she didn't kick out. Because she knows she ain't allowed to kick at me. And sometimes she just spooked at that stuff in the corner. She has kicked at me, kicked towards me. Not anywhere near where she could catch me. But I've been pushing her around. So she ain't extending it. She just lifted her butt up. And I hit her on the butt, and that's how you get a horse to buck. And we're putting pressure on her because she ain't minding. I'm pushing her around. Now she gets over in this corner. She thought about stopping at the corner, but I've done enough work with her over there that she knows she has to. Yeah. You want to get pushed around some more? Now she came up pretty soft. Ears ain't really forward. I don't know if their ears are back a little bit because she's just pushing me around in her mind or if we're good there. I don't really know. Not 100% sure on that. I would like her ears to be forward. Hey! So I wanted to see, you know, take the blanket off and see where she's at. We got nothing. Right out of the field. Nice. She's getting pretty good at coming around. Prey animal and a predator. Nothing to do with nothing. So let me talk about that. So I have a dog. He's a predator. And if you, like any dogs that are like him, have all bit people. It's just a thing they do. And I spent a lot of time fixing him because when you come up from behind him and touch him, he gets scared. And the natural instinct, it's an instinct to turn around and bite. And I get her dialed in here. She ain't minding. It's the dog's instinct to turn around and bite. They're not doing it because they're thinking. They're doing it because they react. Just like horses. You go hitting the hip and stuff like that, and their instinct is to kick. Same thing, they're going to kick you in the face. The dog's going to bite you. You jump around the corner and scare me, I'm going to punch you. Some people will piss their pants. It depends on the person. I'm not going to punch you, but I will step back and put my hands up to see, because I'm thinking. And so I'm to the point now where if you scare me, I'm going to step back and put my hands up because I'm thinking, and I want to see what I'm going to punch. Now, before you learn how to do that, just like a dog or a horse, before they learn how to think instead of react, then they're going to kick you or bite you. It's the same. It has nothing to do with predator or prey. Zero. So I always, people would say that, and I was always trying to figure out how that applied to training a horse. And a horse will fight or flight. They will either run away or they'll fight you. I will fight or flight. I'll either run away or fight you. My dog will either fight or flight. He will either run away or fight you. A bear will either run away or fight you. Everything, it's all the same. So I'm trying to learn how to train a horse. And I get into this watching videos, trying to learn something. And listening to what people say, trying to figure it out. So my dog does that. If you scare him, he'll turn around and see what's scaring him and doesn't do nothing. I spent a whole year making sure he wasn't going to turn around and bite somebody. And anybody, I tell people, I'll be in Home Depot or wherever, I tell somebody, and they're like, oh yeah, this dog does that and bites everybody it knows. Because it can't bite you ain't there. It can only bite people it knows because they're the people around it. But it gets scared and it turns around and bites them. Just like a horse, if you do something, put too much pressure on it or scared, it'll kick you. It's the same thing. Same thing with a person. And I'm not knocking on people that say it. I'm just telling you. The facts is, it just has nothing to do with an animal training this animal. This animal learns exactly like we do. Repetition, clear communication, with love and discipline. And it's that simple. Now, being able to read all the signs of a horse, the communication, being able to read all the signs of them, the tail swishing, the head down or up means different things. Sometimes the head can be down and they're pushing you around. They'll put their head down and pin their ears back to push another horse around. Just because their head's down doesn't always mean they're soft and relaxed mentally. It can mean that they're trying to push you around with their ears pinned back. So it's, and until you can learn all that stuff about a horse, their ears getting pinned back, a soft eye, a smile on their face. I'm the only one that ever says that because they smile. And the tail swishing and the body getting tight. There's so many different things that you have to be able to read the horse. And if you can't read the horse, you can't really train it because you're going to need to know if the horse is trying to push you around, and you need to know how to do something like that and when to stop putting pressure on them when they're getting soft, or even when, like for me personally, I don't, like if somebody's flagging out a horse, they'll come right in here with that pressure, hold on the lead line and flag them out, and the whole horse will be sweating up from the anxiety. They get real sweaty, not from exercise, and that, to me, that's too much. What I try to do is I find where the spot is they start getting worried, and I stop there, and I'm not saying that way don't work. it does the same thing, but I feel like you're abusing the animal a little bit mentally because you're forcing it to, it's like holding me down and putting a mouse on me until I calm down. Like I'm just giving you an example of how I could slowly get to a point to where a mouse could crawl on me. Right now today, people laugh at me because I'm scared of a mouse. I'm not really scared of them. I just don't like them. So whatever. But if I go up to that mouse every day and somebody says, I start petting it, and slowly, eventually, I could get to a point to where I could be buddies with that mouse, just like a cat or a dog or a horse or whatever, and it could crawl all over me. But if you just freaking take that mouse and throw it on me and make it stay on me until I relax, yeah, eventually I will. But holy crap, do I need to go through all that trauma to get to that level? No, it can work slowly. So I try to see where the spot is the horse starts getting worried. And then I stop, I back up, and I come back to the spot. And I let the horse, so one of the things too that I do is that I'll take the pressure off the horse and get it relaxed again. I don't keep it on it until it relaxes all the time. Sometimes I do. But if it's too much, I'll take the pressure away and let the horse just relax and do it again to where I don't go in too fast with the pressure. If you look at my video from last year with the flag with her, I had the flag out here. She was on the 12-foot lead line or whatever it was, 15 feet, I don't know how long it is. But she was way over there, and I had the flag way over here. And it was too much for her. So I kind of worked her up into a frizzy, put the flag away, calmed her down, got the flag back out, and kind of, and she never really got good with it until this year. But, so the predator and prey animal, it's the exact same thing. My dog would turn around. He did it one time when he was 2 months old. I grabbed him. He turned around and growled at me, and he didn't bite me, but he was gonna. And that was the only time he did it. And I spent a whole year making sure, like if a stranger was petting him, I would come up behind him and grab him all the time. So he's still scared. He's still, he will, if you touch him and he don't see you, he will turn around but he doesn't, there's zero, it's all thinking. He's turning around to see what's touching him. He's not turning around to bite out of reaction. Just like horses, it's the same thing. If somebody's standing around a corner and they jump out, I'm going to get scared. You can probably, but anyway, you get my point is it's the same with a horse, a dog, or a person. And then the other thing, while we're talking about my dog, is that I would take him around the horse shows and just everywhere. But horse shows, I say horse shows because everybody's got a dog at a horse show. So, and these dogs would all, like 7 out of 10 dogs, would attack him. And I'm like, at first, it took me a whole year to figure this out. And at first, and he's a male and he's still got his balls. So, and I don't care. People say geld him or whatever. I'm like, no, it's not a problem. But, so he's a male intact. So it's like he's going to be what he's going to be. And so I thought everybody's dog was just dumb. Just like, your dog's a jerk. Well, come to find out, after I figured this out, was like, why are all these dogs trying to attack my dog? Well, because he is a male with his balls, and he's dominant. He looks at them with dominance, and they don't want to be dominated, so and that's just a natural thing for them to do, is, it's not, they're not fighting. they can throw down pretty hard and you think they're trying to kill each other, but it's different when they're doing pack dominance. Hey, so much for showing how good I am in the video. But when they're doing pack dominance, they're not fighting. I can't even explain it, but a lot of times it'll look like they're trying to kill each other and there won't be no blood. If they're trying to fight, then I'm just saying there's a difference. And you need to know the difference if you had, like my dog's kind of tough. See this tool right here? I just got to put it in my hand. You need to straighten up. You need to know the difference. When you got, some people shouldn't own pit bulls. Fact. They're a powerful animal. And if you don't know how to handle them, they can hurt people. And so my dog's, part pit bull and part bull mastiff. And if it, come on. So this part right here, I just go real slow. Like, just real slow. Like, I don't really worry about, she's fighting me. Come on. She wasn't really fighting me, but, so they're not fighting to kill each other. It's hard to explain to you, but you'd think they're trying to kill each other. But all these dogs are attacking him. And what I realized is it's because he's trying to dominate them. Literally just the way he looks at them. He will walk by a dog and look at it, and it will try to attack him. And he's been attacked probably 1,000 times. He moves out of the way so they can't bite him and stuff. And but because they're attacking him, but they're not doing it to fight. They're doing it he's trying to dominate them, and they're basically flipping him off. It's the politest way to, I don't know, it's not a polite way to say it, but, so then, because he is kind of a boss, he's just like, it's funny to watch him because they'll attack him and he won't do nothing. He just moves out of the way and stuff. And he's like, I'm still dominant. You're not being dominant. And they'll come at him hard. And he doesn't do anything. He's just like, his confidence and his authority is like, I'm dominant. There's nothing you can do about it. And they'll come at him like they're trying to kill him. He just moves out of the way. It's like, and then one dog got a hold of him right on the cheek. It was like putting your buddy in the headlock and him saying, okay, you got me. He got bit on the cheek, no blood. They're not trying to kill each other. They're just, it's different. So then he just sat there and looked at the dog like, okay, you got me. And he didn't do nothing. And then the dog let go and they were fine. But it was him looking at the animals saying like, I'm dominating you. And then they're like, you're not. And so took me a long time to figure the whole year pretty much. Because I don't know. I haven't had a dog in 20 years. I forgot all the stuff that I used to know. And I haven't really I've had a few male dogs, but not that many, mostly females. So I never really I did have some, but they weren't, like he's with me 24/7. So they weren't with me 24/7. So I didn't know as much as I know now about. But anyway, that's my thing on predator and prey. It's the same. There's nothing to do with nothing. And so I'm going to pause this video, or I'm just going to start a new one because for some reason